Ethan asked me out for dinner today.
Actually, I met a girl lately, and...
Really? Ethan is one of my best friends, and he works in a famous internet company. You have certainly benefited from his work if you own a smartphone. He has such a strong memory, and he can practically remember everyone's phone number, and he is always the winner no matter what games we play. Anyway, he is the smartest of all my friends. But he has hardly any talent in building a romantic relationship. He has never been in love, and we all hope he can meet his Miss Right soon. What's her name? What does she look like? How do you meet?
That's not the point. The point is...
It sounds like you're in trouble.
We had our first date yesterday. I rehearsed our dating plan beforehand so as not to screw things up. I prepared 6 jokes, 3 for sharing on our way to the restaurant, and 3 for sharing while waiting to be served. I chose a movie theater, which is a 10-minute walk from the restaurant, so we could chat on our way without getting exhausted. I wore a red jacket as I heard that red is her favorite color. I even wore some cologne, kind of pumpkin spice smelling, which I know that she loves. Anyway, I planned every detail of this date to make it perfect.
But
I don't know, she didn't show much interest in our date, and she even dozed off when watching the movie. Maybe I should have watched more talk shows while preparing jokes, and looked into what kind of movies she likes, and watched my step when we were walking. Anyhow, she hasn't contacted me since our first date, and I don't think we could have a second date. I've already tried my best to make everything perfect. Why is it so hard to have the perfect date? What should I do?
Ethan, I know you've tried your best, but you went in the wrong direction. How can everything be perfect on a date? Something unexpected happens all the time. For example, when you try your best to make him a cake and it turns out he's allergic to mango. But yeah, it is indeed an unforgettable date. If you try to focus on every detail, you will only end up with mediocre results. Similarly, such efforts can only result in a mediocre date. But a perfect date is not impossible, as long as you know the theory of peak and rule.
I know peak and rule. Our judgment on the experience of an event is determined by 2 factors, the feelings at its peak and at its end. If we feel good at both of the peak and the end, the overall experience of the event will be pleasant. Feelings at other moments in between are not that important. This theory was discovered by Nobel Prize winner psychologist Daniel Kahneman and has been widely applied to business activities, enterprise management, and even app development.
That's it! I told you Ethan is the smartest of all my friends.
But how does this have anything to do with dating?
Alright. The peak and rule can help you make your date perfect. Use all your intelligence and what you know about her to plan an impressive peak. Say, show her your strong memory? Well, that might not be a good idea. Not bad. And how to leave a memorable end is also very important. Don't wait until you're out of topics or you're exhausted to say goodbye. Instead, try to end the date when both of you are in a good mood, or if you're reluctant to leave. A goodbye kiss would be a great ending, if possible. All in all, a date is successful if it comes with excellent peak and end. It doesn't matter whether you wear a t-shirt or a shirt on your date, whether you have a dinner first or watch a movie first, or how you decide in any other details. Even if something unexpected happens that day, the unexpected can instead be a plus under the influence of the peak and rule. At your future wedding, she would say, "Do you remember on our first date, a waiter spilled soup on me by accident? That was super awkward. And so much fun!"
You're right! Ida, I should have a chat with you before the date.
I have one more small piece of advice. It might be better to contact her rather than wait for her message. You could discuss with her what to do on the next date, even during your first one.
Got it! Now I know what to do on my next date! Peak and rule!
Hey guys, I will keep you posted in the following videos of any updates on Ethan's date. I do hope this tip can help.